Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. This is Tracy Brown, and my team and I of non-diet dietitians provide trauma-informed nutrition counseling to help you have peace not only with your food and body, but to be your own expert. So this is an interesting, kind of, sort of hard topic, and I'm not hedging because I don't love talking about it. I just know it's hard, and there's a lot easier things for me to talk about. To be honest, it would be really easy for me, diet culture is dumb, and give yourself full permission to eat from hunger and fullness, all that kind of stuff. But those who watch this channel know that you're right. You've probably already hit diet bottom. You know you have disordered eating. You suspect you do. You're trying to wrap your mind around the fact that I think if I hadn't eaten much longer than I think I have, I think I was raised in it. Maybe you know some stuff at this point. But I think one of the hardest things to do is wrap our mind around that there's a function to trashing yourself. And you wouldn't think so, right? Why would I willingly tell myself that I don't eat right and I can't get it together and I'm gross and of course people are going to judge me and all of that? Why would we talk to ourselves this way? And what I find, and now hang on here with me, is that is a brilliant, it's primitive, we'll call it younger, before our brains are fully developed, before we're 25. But I call it a brilliant people management strategy. And what this means is that sometimes we feel like if we keep judging ourselves, we do this so the people that either we think are going to judge us, we're projecting, or the people we know either have judged us in the past. It's happened to us. It's not a fantasy. It's happened that we've been judged for our food and our bodies, either in the past or at least, or people have a history of it. So we judge ourselves so that others see that we totally understand and we get it, that we are wrong and bad and gross and yucky. And it's a way to basically get people off our back. It's a pretty brilliant strategy if you think about it. I tell myself, I can't believe I ate that much, when it's just like normal eating, or it's almost like, well, yeah, I ate a snow cone and it was so great and I really enjoyed it. But you can't eat those kind of foods around certain people who have pride and prejudice around bodies, that they're either thinking things and you know it, they might be thinking things and we're afraid they are, whether they are or not, or they definitely say bad things, right? Hurtful things, harmful things to themselves and others. It's almost like if we kind of try not to eat the food in front of them, or we act like we don't like it, or being good and chronically on a diet, and if we don't want to be, sometimes we're doing these things, basically hurting ourselves. So people who are judgmental understand that we get it and we're trying to do something about it, so you can back off now. All right. It's pretty intense. That's not the easiest thing to talk about. It's almost like it feels like if I don't do that, then it's almost like they feel like they have extra right to talk to me negatively. And this video is just an encouragement, one, to please give yourself I can't believe I'm doing that. Don't be hard on yourself about it. And two, that it is scary to not placate by coming into agreement with people who might be judgmental, who might be rejecting. It's really hard to stand your ground. And if you don't have experience of seeing yourself being stood up for, it's hard to feel like when you're an adult that you deserve being stood up for by yourself, basically. So this is a pretty deep video, and I know I tend to do deep videos because I want you all to have, I want, when you hear these non-diet messages, for it to feel like things make sense, when the doing the right thing, like not dieting, giving yourself full permission to eat, really working on your emotional eating, working on the having other skills around emotion management besides binging or whatever it is we're doing, over-exercising, that the reason we feel bad when we do the right thing is because all of these dilemmas are coming up. Not your fault, but they do have to have support. They have to have your compassionate witnessing, most of the time that we're going to need help from people who know what they're doing to help us unblend, to give us co-regulation, to kind of like serve up an example of how it should have been and should be, so that we learn how to do it for ourselves. Okay, so that's what these videos are really about. All right, so I hope that was really helpful today. We're going to talk about in the video proceeding this, so tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I want to talk about, well, how do we deal with this projection, rejection kind of dilemma if we're not going to hate ourselves, if we're not going to call our bodies and our food bad names and be harsh and critical and all that. What do we do if we stop trying to manage other people's projections and just stand our ground? All right, thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.